But nonetheless, the Buccaneers improved to 6-2. Our Sean O'Hara, former Giant Super Bowl champion, by the way, he says this, hey, going to need to explain this one to all the angry Giants fans right now. Mad face, NFL officiating, NFL. Get it right. Well, that's what he thought about it. Here's what Bruce Arians had to say about the play.
Yeah, the ball hit Antoine in the back. I mean, it was, to me, there was no pass interference. I thought it was a good call. I don't know why it took so long, but, you know, his hands out. There was no contact. The ball hit him in the back.
All right, welcome back, y'all. Kyle Montgomery, TD, JJ here with you, and we have an interesting topic of discussion as it relates to the AFC North leaders in the NFL. The Steelers, in case you missed them yesterday, they balled out defensively against Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. Big plays late in the fourth quarter to seal the win and solidify themselves atop the AFC North. All eyes were on this one on Sunday, and that Steelers defense certainly proved to be among the best in the NFL. Speaking of the best in the NFL, JJ hanging out with me here still. Look, if you ask me, I say the Kansas City Chiefs. Why not County stand up? But JJ, what do you say about the Steelers? Are they the best team in the NFL? They're the only remaining undefeated team.
You know, man, I've been against the Steelers all year long. I'm like, man, listen, this is going to happen. They about to play the Baltimore Ravens, and the Baltimore Ravens, Lamar Jackson going to get at them. But the Steelers are for real, man. This defense is all over you every play, every second. They made it hard on Lamar Jackson. This offense and Big Ben, man, they are getting at it too, and they're finding other playmakers than Juju. They got ballers out there, man. I mean, we see Claypool out there making plays, but this defense is playing lights out. And with Big Ben, with a defense like this, they're getting the ball back to him, turnover, stopping the run, getting after the quarterback. And if they could get the ball back to Big Ben with short fields, I mean, this team right here is dynamic. So I'm going to say yes. And yes, hey, it took me a while to say yes because I'm a believer in the Chiefs too. But this Pittsburgh defense, man, is the reason why they are undefeated right now. And it's tough to go against them.
Hot take from James Jones. So those are the leaders in the AFC. As for one of the leaders in the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, here's Tom Brady after tonight's win.
You know, the interceptions were huge for us. We turned one over early in the game, which, you know, backed up, kind of give them great field position, a touchdown. And then defense really helped us out getting a few interceptions. And then the touchdown to Gronk, he made a great catch because the ball got tipped at the line of scrimmage. He had great concentration on that. And then Mike's was an incredible catch. So those guys are making a lot of plays. We obviously didn't play the way we're capable tonight. And but it's still good to go get a win, 6-2. And, you know, obviously got a big one coming up this week.
Next, we'll go to Jenna Lee.
Hey, Tom, what can you say about the performance of Antoine Winfield Jr. there on that 2-point conversion attempt to close out the game?
It was a great play. You know, I think he sensed the ball was coming and put his arm out, and ball hit him in the arm. And it was a game-saving play for us. You know, they converted 4th and 16, 4th and 17, then ultimately made a great throw and catch there to score. And then they had to make the 2-point conversion, and Antoine made a great play. So it was you know, it was a great play, great job, you know, getting an onside kick and sealing the deal.
Next, we'll go to Greg Allman.
Tom, obviously you guys were able to play better in the second half. Is there something you point to for why the offense struggled in the first half, why you had 6 points at the break?
We didn't play anywhere near the way that we were capable of playing, and you know, just execution. That's all it comes down to is we need to execute a lot better. I had guys open that I missed, and I got to hit those guys that are open.
Next, we'll go to Scott Reynolds.
Hey, Tom, it looked like there was a little bit of frustration at the end, having to settle for that field goal. Can you kind of just talk about that? And then your kicker, Ryan Succop, has been money this year. Just can you speak to his performance as well?
Yeah, Ryan kicked great and made a bunch of huge kicks for us tonight. Some curved in there at the last second, and it was great. I wish we'd have got the third down, 3.5 yard, and we lost a half yard. So that was, you know, we got to do a better job in those situations.
We have time for a couple more. First, we'll go to Dan Lucas.
Hey, Tom. Bruce used the word energy. when he described the way you guys started the game tonight. Not much energy. How hard is it to grind on a night like this?
It's not hard to grind. I don't think that's. I think we should be able to do that, and he's right. You know, we didn't play the way they were capable of playing, and you know, we're gonna have to play a lot better than that. So glad we got the win. You know, gonna have to keep learning and understand what we got to do better, and then go execute a lot better.
Next, we'll go to Sarah Walsh.
Hey, Tom, obviously you'd probably prefer it to be not so close there down to the wire, but victories like that, when it was close in Chicago and it didn't go your way, and then, you know, a couple weeks later you're here and you get it to go your way. I mean, what do you guys take out of that in terms of a learning experience, especially for younger guys on the team?
Well, it's hard to win games in the NFL. I think any way you cut it, it's hard to win. And it comes down a lot of times to end of game situations, and one play here, one play there. You know, it's very rarely where, you know, you win by 7 touchdowns like you do in college football. So, you know, you make one play, you know, they make one play. It's just, you know, they made a good play on 4th and 17, and that gave them a chance. If had we stopped them there, you know, wouldn't have had the dramatic finish that it had. So they made the play, and we made a play. It's just ebbs and flows. That's football.
All right, so Tom Brady looked good enough on Monday night. His predecessor in New England, however, not good at all. Cam Newton struggling. Patriots have now lost 4 straight. He fell at the top 200 yards passing. Yet again, no passing touchdowns, and of course, a absolute critical fumble in the waning moments of the game that ended up costing the Pats a chance to potentially tie. As we welcome you back, TD, I'm going to ask you flat out, because I asked you last week, do the Patriots need to reassess Cam Newton as the starting quarterback going forward?
Well, first of all, reassess him. You're talking about who? Jared Stidham as your quarterback, Brian Hoyer as your quarterback. I mean, their options, they don't have a lot of options there. But I will say this about Cam's play. Even Cam came out and said that if he doesn't play any better, then his you know, seat on the bench will be permanent. So there's no secret that he's not playing well. I get it. The receivers he's throwing to, there's a bunch of guys that we don't even know. I mean, their main guy's not even there. Even when they're, you know, Julian Edelman is there or N'Keal Harry's there, that's still not enough weapons for Cam Newton. But I would say watching him, man, like his game just does not look right. I mean, the big thing about being on that team and playing for the Patriots is that you just can't turn the ball over. He's got 7 interceptions, and then we saw the crucial fumble last game against the Bills. He's got to protect the football. But just from a fundamental standpoint and just kind of like his footwork and the way he's throwing the ball, he just doesn't look right. So I don't think that this is something that shocks anybody, that he's not playing well. And so for them to reevaluate it, yeah, I think they want to try to put a pressure on him to say that if you don't play better, you're going to be on the bench. But, I mean, who are they going to? Who are they fooling? I mean, Cam's their guy.
TD, I agree with you. Cam is the guy. And Cam, everybody last year said this team has no weapons on the offensive side of the ball. And all of a sudden they come in this year with the same weapons, and everybody wants Cam Newton to make lemonade because he was out there the first 3 weeks of the season balling, looking like the old Cam, the MVP Cam, and keeping them in games. And I believe they were sitting at 2-1. But listen, this team does not have a lot of playmakers, and that is why you see Cam Newton doing a lot of this. He's running the ball a lot. He's trying to make plays a lot with his legs. He does not have the weapons out there on the outside to throw the ball to. And it's hard for any quarterback when you don't have guys winning on man-to-man coverage, because there's a lot of man-to-man coverage because Cam Newton could run the ball and they're keeping that extra guy in the box. But Cam Newton is doing really everything he could to keep this offense going. I mean, you watch this Buffalo Bills game, he made plays. If he didn't fumble at the end of the game, he had them going down there for the game-winning drive. So you have to stay with Cam. Does Cam have to play better? Yes, he has to play better, but they need to get some more weapons around him or any quarterback they put out there on the football field for the Patriots.
Yeah, 6-2. It looks like the Bills are running away with the AFC East. Remember, the Patriots had won this division 11 straight years. We'll see if that continues to stand. Meantime, Tom Brady wasn't necessarily terrific, but he did get help, and from a lot of people, to help the Bucs get a dub after the break. Is this team good enough to